We go back at the spotlight. We're gonna do a fan favorite, Brandon Jackson. You know, been seeing this kid for a long time. Be putting in the work, putting in the extra work. You know, dominates on the 7-on-7 team. And now this year, you know, he's running back kicks. And then, you know, you can see him a lot more in the wide receiver position and what he can do.
For sure. I think he's going to surprise a lot of people. Like, once they catch wind, like, all right, we can't kick to him.
Right.
Like, he can really make something happen at the receiver position.
Right.
From inside and outside. I think, you know, a lot of people may not know that, and I think that may work to his advantage because he's going to have to move around and continue to make plays, but he's capable of doing it. That's what I love about Jack.
I hear what you're saying, but if anybody's smart, you see the film, you see what he's doing in the return game, you know that he's a playmaker. And you can't let him get the ball in his hands.
Right.
Anytime you got the ball in his hands, you're holding your breath because he got the potential to score, you know, like 7-on-7 circuit. You know, like, he was just, the offense was ran through him, and like he, you know, I don't want to say he single-handedly, because some other guys made some plays too, but he was definitely the X factor and, you know, getting the team to the championship game. And, you know, B. Jax, he's just like, he's a different type of playmaker.
All right, here we go. Brandon Jackson. Devin Hester. Is that what we're looking at? He got some burners.
This man is
Straight up,
You see the way he cut. He don't even plant his foot, he just run past you.
This was the opening kickoff against Norman right here.
Dude trying to catch him.
There's another return.
Oh, he got a pancake on here?
Okay, let me see this. I ain't see this.
Okay, Brandon.
Okay, B, nice little physical play.
Okay. All right, even though, you know, what we seen was more kickoff return stuff, and that's a big time play. Like you were saying before, you work with him, you've seen different various receivers, and I've talked to a couple of analysts from camps that seen him in person, and they kind of was saying that with his ability, he's exceptional to the role, more or less, even though with his size, because when he does have the opportunity to run routes, you really can see that he can run routes to perfection.
Yeah, I think even at the college level, one thing in evaluation of him, I think you got to look at the system. The system's not friendly to his skill set. So I think you have to factor that in, and you really do have to look more into, okay, what does he look like in shirt and shorts?
Right.
You know what I mean? Does he have the ability to get separation?
Right.
What does he do against a bigger, longer, stronger corner? You know, can he release, you know, well off the line of scrimmage there? And he can. Like, he's versatile too, and I think he can play a little outside, though he lacks the size. You know, I know a lot of guys probably wouldn't put him in that position, but he's slot, man. He's a bad dude, man. I think if he could put some of that on film and they can showcase him a little more in the receiving game, he's going to turn a little more heads out there. Right. But he's playmaker, boy.
Yeah. Man, I think that first and foremost, you know, like the video we seen, you know, him returning these kicks, the video doesn't do his athleticism justice. You know, he got the ability to start and stop, change directions like none other.
Yeah.
And you know, and there's the questions about his size, and you know, say he may be an exception to the rule, but at the end of the day, the size really doesn't matter for like a skill position,
Right.
because the only way the size will come into question is, can the quarterback find him?
Right.
If the quarterback can find him, the size really has no effect on his game. Because even though he may be, on a smaller end, a little smaller stature, the only thing that these coaches are going to ask, can they get their hands on him? Doesn't
Right.
matter how long the corner is, how strong he is.
Yeah.
If you can't touch him, that's all they need.
Kansas City Chiefs receivers are small.
Yeah.
And they all fast.
Right.
And in working with him one-on-one, he does a great job of using his hands well. Even when we had positional Thursdays, he does a great job of using his hands every single time, and he has strong hands for a small guy. So I think like I said about shirt and shorts, if you're looking at that, because of his situation, you'll see like the man can get off the press.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's the type of guy you move around.
Right.
You got him in the slot. You may even put him outside, running some type of screens to him. You put him in the backfield, let him leak out for a screen,
Exactly.
bubble, something like that. Defenses, may lose him. But just like his athleticism translates to the highest level. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's just doesn't. He has to have the opportunity to be able to showcase all of that, and he has to put it together, all in one.
Mm-hmm.
When he gets that opportunity, he can't just dominate on the 7-on-7 circuit, or when it comes to the 11-on-11 football, he just can't just return kicks. He all his routes, he got to run great routes every time.
Right.
He got to be able to, make those plays, show the start and stop, the acceleration.